Is that back tire gonna fall off?
We got this.
All right, we're sitting here with the man, the legend himself, Mr. Zeller. What do you know, buddy?
It's a beautiful hot day, I can tell you that. Derbying happening.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, you know, it's kind of crazy. You know, we were at Mobridge last year at the team show. I mean, it was full. Tons and tons of cars. Some things changed a little bit this year. I mean, it's still the great community action of Mobridge, just a little bit less of a car count.
Yeah, I mean, car counts are down. It's not just us. It's all over the place, too. But what's one thing we got going with us? The community comes together. We still got the fire department, ambulance, all that service, the crowd. All the locals still come and support it no matter what. Nothing's perfect in the world anymore, so.
No, and it's tight. I mean, you know, the pocketbooks are thinner, the travel's tighter, fuel's up. I mean, everything like that. So, I mean, it always, you know, gets a little scary for travel. But, I mean, you know, we got some great hometown locals right here that are not afraid to put on a show. They're going to take home junk with whatever they brought.
Yeah, no, they're still going to put a show on there no matter what, whether there's 3 cars, 5 cars, 10 cars, it don't matter. They're still going to have to drive them no matter what to come home with the trophy. But like I said, it's still a hometown show, whether there's 4 cars or 10 cars, it don't matter. They're still gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what, you guys, don't forget, Mobridge still is a great destination derby. I mean, it's one of those things that it's kind of a lost little town over here, sitting on the lake. This place is gorgeous, you guys. So don't forget, Mobridge has never changed. It's always been a destination derby. You guys got to make the trek. You got to make the travel. And I tell you what, there's going to be some great changes that are going on for next year. Just wait. You're going to see Mobridge is still going to be one of those shows you don't want to miss.
Down here, but we'll come back. I ain't too worried about it.
There it is. Positive outlook. There it is, folks. Mobridge 2024.
Who's doing the down there?
And my goodness, let's say it again. Welcome here to Mobridge 2024, the city that just keeps giving, the community that's amazing, the group of people here. You've got the rodeo crew, you got the demo crew. Everybody's volunteer trying to put on a great, amazing show here for the community. And the facility here, they have done some major, major advancements. I mean, Anthony, you are a rodeo lover. What do you think of them new chutes and everything below us?
I would love to see a rodeo from here. Their little area over there, they've got their little party area with all the wooden decking. That in the shade and the wind blowing, and then being here, I would love to come back and actually attend an event here.
Well, you know, and the thing of it is, I mean, the community here is open arm welcome. They always have been for many, many years. I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, as you go through town, you go to the restaurants, you go to the taverns, you go to Big Daddy's Brothers restaurant. I mean, everybody's happy to have the travelers come here and everything like that, and it's a great community activity. You know, rodeo is one thing. I mean, we are in cowboy country over here, but I'll tell you what, there ain't nothing better than Demolition Derby. And sitting in the middle, we got the cream of the pie. We got Cal Hansen, Sky High Steering, man. Cal, thanks for jumping on with us and having fun, bud.
Thank you for having me here.
You know, we tried getting the beautiful half of the family, but I tell you, did you raise your son in a closet or something?
I don't know. He just got stage fright all the time. It's like, what's up, dude?
Well, we got the Hansen family, Sky High Steering right here. If you guys don't know who they are, please get online, take a look at them. They are one of the great proud sponsors of TSL. You've been there for almost since day one, since you guys started. Yep. You know, we had a lot of fun with you guys the first year, and I remember just saying, let's have fun with the exposure and see where it goes. And my goodness, I'd say it went somewhere.
It's working. It's crazy. We've got over 3,500 shafts out there right now, you know, and we figured it would slow down, and it's not slowing down. I mean, it's probably a good problem to have, but, you know, I mean, it takes up a lot of time. We all have full-time jobs, and get off work and we go put stuff together.
Yeah. Well, you know, the thing of it is, you know, we invited Cal to come on up here because Sky High Steering is a huge community base. company. I mean, it's family-based, it's community-based, and everything like that. When I seen that you guys were here and I seen the white truck and I seen the product being rifled out of the back, I called Jake and I'm like, Jake, come on, get up here. He goes, I'll send Dad. And it's like, Jake, just come on up here. He goes, yeah, I'll send Dad. And so there was no negotiation there whatsoever. So, Jake is really good at what he's doing and putting out premium products and everything like that. But we wanted to invite, one of you guys to come on up here because, I mean, it's a little ways away from home, but, I mean, this kind of is your guys' stomping grounds.
We love it. We've been here, just showed up on my Facebook today. 15 years ago today was the first time we were here. And we try to make it here every year just because the community, all the Derby guys from this community, everybody's just so friendly. There's no hard feelings when it's done. We go hit a couple of shops, do it again tonight. Just a great bunch of guys here.
Earlier, Tix, we were driving through town. We went and seen the statue, the walleye, the rodeo walleye.
Right.
And we were driving through we made a wrong turn and had to turn around and come back. And this little saloon there, it says, "Welcome, Derby fans," like on the marquee. And it looks like an old-timey theater. That's cool. I've never seen a town or a community with something like that right downtown. The Derby's such a big deal here.
Yep.
As we're talking about community and everything like that, there's, the car counts are really low here this year, but I mean, the community still stands behind it. They're excited to be here and everything like that. Trying to figure out, some simple changes, what to make it. Car count, we've seen that. It's down everywhere across the country.
Everywhere it's down. I don't know what the deal is. You can't make anybody build a car and bring a car.
Right.
You just try to, learn from it, see what, get some opinions. This has always been a great place, and I feel bad for them this year, having a lower count. But, I think next year, hopefully it'll be back.
Well, and the thing of it is they stepped back, so they had a team show there for a while, and then they had a hard time getting teams. People were obligated to go other places or committed other places and stuff like that. So they stepped it down to, they got a really stocker build, then they got, a harder build, and, they kind of gave the builds to each level of class, per se. It's looking like we got about 4, 5, 6 cars for each one. There's some people still traveling to get here, but I mean, you guys, these people are going to put on a show here in Mobridge because they always do. There's some really great locals here that know how to put a show on, and I don't think they're going to give you nothing but the best.
Yeah, they're going to tear it up. A lot of these guys are friends, and you're going to see some wreck stuff tonight.
Yeah.
Well, anything successful, a business, or it doesn't matter what you do, everything goes through a downturn and a reset at some point.
Right.
So, even look at Major League ball teams. They have rebuilding years, resetting years, and that's what's happening.
Well, even the grandstands, they're a little bit thin right now. There's some other stuff going on in town, and hopefully some last-minute people come rallying in here. But, the one thing is the rodeo grounds here, they got economical beverages. They got great concessions, and, it's good old community. Now you look back in the pits, there's more elbows and butts in the pits out there than there are in the grandstands. But, the good old Demo Derby family, they really like to stand up and be network sociable. So I seen behind your guys' truck, there's plenty there.
Yeah, there's a group there hanging out, talking.
Well, we're sitting here, and I was giving you compliments before we went online or on air. Boy, your guys' shop sure is coming around pretty quick.
Yeah, it's. We started on it at the end of March. We outgrew the front, and I was always proud of what I had for a shop, and it's just been crazy. So it's time to expand. Did another 54 by 54 in the back. Got a couple hoists up back there. Got all sky high stuff to the back now, so it's getting there, but we got a ways to go yet.
You'll never get it quite exactly the way you want it, right, Cal?
Right. Yes.
Well, it's got to be tough with everything that you guys got going on with Sky High to all of a sudden, hey, let's build cars, let's do this,
Right, and we haven't had much time for that at all this year, but we'll get there.
Now Jake works at the power plant with you, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Okay, so now you got to be getting close to retirement, aren't you?
I'm 56. I'd like to be done in 3.5, but 5 years at the most.
That's because you've worked there forever. I mean, it's as long as I've known you, you've been there. So
Right.
but that's pretty cool that Jake's there. And Jake and I had a conversation, and he says, it's I can't say I can't quit my job. He says, that's a retirement career there. He's got things going on, and to find time for family and everything like that, it's hard to divide. So
and to have a successful product. I mean, not just let alone family work derby, but to have a product that's as successful as a sky high steering column. I mean, just the demand alone.
I'll never forget. I just got to tell a little story on air here, you guys. So Jake and I were talking about it. He wanted to go to the next. Oh, excuse us. Color guard coming out. All right, folks. Once again, we're so sorry we could not bring you that national anthem, but let's not forget to give thanks. Oh, Bill played that one. Good job, Bill. Thanks for breaking the rules. You guys got to hear it. The best song our country has right there. Let's not forget to give thanks to the men you raised or you groomed respect into that young man.
Yep.
So
Thank
that's
you.
awesome. That's awesome. So as we got the cars pulling out here, they're coming out of impound, they're going back to the track and everything like that. Like we said before, Shea Walden. Look at that.
Yeah, I heard
he
he was
showed
bringing a
up.
car.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know. I drove right past his shop earlier this morning. It was about 4 o'clock this morning, driving past, and I seen him. So, I go through his town, and I seen where they parked the cars there. So, low car count here, you guys, but I'm not worried about it. I think the action is going to be top-notch. The track, they've got a perfectly groomed track. They greased it up pretty good. They've got them wonderful new rodeo chutes down there that Anthony's in love with. Did you see the big round bales they put in front of them to protect them?
I did.
Yeah, that's kind of the ticket.
Sorry, I got caught up trying to. Is that an Escort? The orange car? Is that like a '95 model Escort?
Well, that's right up your alley.
I know.
have
And
no
then
idea.
I saw the Fairmont and the Pinto wagon, and then the Camaro. But I'm pretty certain that's the little trunk model Escort they came out with in like '94, '95.
Well, you know what? There's one heck of a group of Power Wheels right there. That is the future of Demolition Derby right there. So if that ever goes away, we got a problem, because that means our sport is on the decline. And look at all of them Power Wheels out there. Is Sky High sell anything for Power Wheels there, Cal?
Not yet, but Jake's got 2 boys. He's got 1 boy that runs in it now, and I wouldn't doubt he'll come up with something.
I didn't know he had 2. I knew he had 1.
He's got 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez. It's crazy, It's like, I remember Jake when he was just young, seeing him at the different shows and stuff like that. Now all of a sudden he's got kids, and you're a grandpa, and it's we're getting too old for this stuff.
Time flies. Make the best of it.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying now. I've got a little boy that's 7, almost 8, and it's like, where did it go?
Yeah.
I was waiting on the point where you get in the truck with me and stuff, and now where did it go?
It's my boy turned 18 this year, and he'll be a senior in high school next year. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, it's the best thing is my boy's 18. He's still not afraid to give Dad a hug and tell me he loves me. So it's like, Bugs, if you're at home watching, thank you. Those hugs mean the world to Dad. So
yes, they do.
they got all those Power Wheels out there organized and getting lined up and everything. It's once again, community activity right here at its absolute best.
Yep. There's quite a few of them little Power Wheels out here. That's great.
Yeah. Yep. I like seeing some of the parts on them, the kids with the headers and the bumpers and stuff like that.
Yep.
The kids are pretty proud of them. We've seen a couple of them. We were walking through the pits, and, a little kid was wiping the dirt off of it and stuff. It's like, heck yeah.
Yeah, Jake did 3D print a shifter so his son didn't have to reach down. Now the shifter's right there, just like in a derby car. It's fun. I just love it.
I was looking over. I seen on the right side of all the Power Wheels and everything, all of Mobridge's first responders, the fire department, the ambulance, and everything like that. It's a brutally warm day out today, and those guys being in all their safety gear and everything like that. So hats off to all the first responders. Demolition Derby, you guys, you ever go to a show and they don't have the proper safety equipment to take care of the drivers and spectators, think twice about that kind of stuff, because you want everybody to go home safely and everything like that. And they've definitely got the first responders. They got the first response vehicle over there that's got all the safety gear and everything. And there's a half a dozen, if not more, first responders. The other thing, our operators out here, they've always done a great job at Mobridge clearing this track.
Yep. They're fast.
Anthony over there taking care of the TikTok phone, right?
Yep.
He's got that thing up and going, you guys. So, Anthony, make shout out to all the different platforms that they can watch all this great stuff here at Mobridge.
You can find us on Track Shot Live on Facebook, TikTok, Twitch. Sauer's got an Instagram for Track Shot, trackshotlive.com, and, of course, YouTube. But make sure you're subscribing to those, all that stuff. There's all kinds of, like earlier we were live at Sitting Bull's grave here in Mobridge doing the Destination Derby stuff. So make sure you're following those accounts. Sometimes we go live randomly at derbies that you guys would never know we're live at because it's on TikTok. So make sure if you're not following on TikTok, you definitely want to.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And give a big shout out thanks to all the people that brought catalytic converters for AB Cat Tech to buy. We're out here in South Dakota buying catalytic converters, taking care of all your catalyst needs and everything like that. AB Cat Tech can't thank you guys enough for that.
This kid has took off. Look at him, Tix.
Yep.
I think this is a derby, but he's racing.
Yeah, and he's fast.
He's gonna get a track shot.
He's going to get a wheel shot from one end. He just took straight off out of the back. That's cool stuff.
He goes, all right. So is there any sky-high steering out there in the Power Wheels?
Boy, I don't see any.
You know, we talk about car counts being down. One thing I could say this year with us coast to coast going to all these shows, the Power Wheel car counts are rapidly increasing.
They are.
They are. Great to see.
Yeah.
You know, if you can seize 1 out of 100 and seize their interest, we're doing good.
You know, and them kids come out and they're smiling ear to ear when they get done.
Yeah. That is the best part. I mean, you know what? The worst day at Demolition Derby, folks, is still better than the best day of work.
Yep.
You got that right.
You know, so let's not forget that. We don't need a million cars here to put on a good show because we are still at Demolition Derby doing the best we can. Track Shot Live sitting here, and I'm just excited to be out here. I mean, I'm on 2 hours of sleep, and I'm still just excited to be here for Demolition Derby. I'm just amped up. Well, it might be a Red Bull, too.
Maybe. Or two.
Yeah. Marlene, she sent me out of Big Daddy's this morning, and she gave me a big old Red Bull for the ride. So she goes, you want an energy drink? And it's like, yeah. Next thing you know, she grabbed me like a tanker one. It's like, that's going to do the job right there. So
she said, you need to drink, Tix? Maybe a Red Bull? And he said, yeah. She said, you need a Red Bull.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him. You need a Red Bull.
There we go. We got all those Power Wheels out there. Looks like some of them are stuck. Some got battery issues. They're nice and close. Did you see them getting stuck in that one side? And I love it when the pit crew can help you.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why I want Demolition Derby. It's like, hey, I'm stuck. Come on over here and push me off the wall.
Guys, get over here and push me.
Yep.
No, them kids are having fun.
I think we're actually having 2 heats of Power Wheels, they said. To my understanding. Next weekend, guys, don't forget, we're out in Linden, Washington. Got some more action coming. Watcom Demo Derby Club.
That's a trip for you guys.
It is, yes, sir.
You know, a huge hats off to you, Anthony. Thank you so much for making that travel because you're going to go home for less than 20 hours, turn around and heading right back to the airplane.
Yeah. Yeah, that ride's not too bad. It's a straight flight with Alaska Airlines there, hub out of Seattle, so.
We've got something. We had to get a room the first night. We're doing some of that Destination Derby stuff. If you guys like Nirvana, any of you guys ever listen to Nirvana and Kurt Cobain and all that, you'll want to check that out what we're doing because we've got some cool stuff lined up. At Sour's request. So
yeah,
Sour's getting into the Destination Derby.
I'll tell you what, it's not too late to jump in on that Destination Derby and head on out there to Washington and be part of the TSL group out there. I got Alex Vasco going out there. We got Robbie Crittenden from Simple Solution, Anthony, and Jason Sauer, obviously, from Most Wanted Fine Art. I'll tell you what, if you want an awesome behind-the-scenes Seattle tour, jump in with Jason. He lived out there for a while. He knows the arts. He knows the history of the city. It's really, really awesome. So you guys, if you want to be part of it, don't be shy. Jump on in, get a flight, and be part of the group out there.
Yes, Sauer's amazing navigating Seattle. He knows, and he hadn't been there. Once a year he goes there. It's been 25 years since he lived there, and he still knows exactly where to go.
Yep. The only thing we do ask is that you're current on your rabies shot if you're going to be partying with these guys. So please don't forget about that. Anthony's got to go get his.
Super excited to have Alex Vasco coming out with us, too. That's Alex has been a great addition to what we're doing here at Track Shot Live.
Who's Alex Vasco?
You never heard of her?
Yeah, I never heard of her.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she is. She's got a nice smile.
We put him on the spot at Utah last weekend. I said, Alex, let's go make some videos. And then I said, man, you do the interviews. He said, no, you do it. I said, no, Alex, people need to know who you are.
And he did a great job.
He did a great job.
The second time.
Absolutely, yeah.
The
Welcome to
second time.
Greeley, Utah. Alex, if you're watching. He's probably not watching, though.
No, he's
a hard-working dude. He's probably at a derby.
Yeah, just like these Power Wheels drivers out there and all their pit crew. They're busting their tail out there one shot after another. They're giving you great action at home. Like we say, folks, the future of Demolition Derby right here, it ain't nothing but smiles.
That little green one, he's back and forth, just hitting.
Yeah, and he's not letting off the gas
No.
either.
In just a couple months, Ticks, we'll be back out in this direction with a lot different weather.
Yeah.
Gold Rush Nationals.
Yes.
The
Yep.
Wheelman.
The Wheelman Awards are being given out all across the country. People are winning them, just like today, UTC. Another great opportunity to win your way to the Wheelman Award at the Gold Rush. You guys, it's not too late to get to the monument and see what it's all about. I guarantee you, you're going to see Sky High out there.
Oh, yeah, we'll be out there.
You know, they're most definitely. And we will be having a VIP tent with TSL and everything there, just like always. You know, Ultimate Derby, the Williams family is doing awesome and fun things for our sport, bringing back the behind-the-scenes interaction for not only the drivers but the spectators and everybody to be had.
Yeah.
How far is that, Cal, from here? Rapid City.
From here, I'm going to guess probably about 3 hours, 4 hours.
Not too far.
We're on the opposite end of the state.
That's what I was
so,
thinking,
you know,
yeah.
it's about 8 hours for us, but we're planning on loading up the truck and heading out there.
You know what? You know, there's other great shows that are going on. You know, there's a lot of stuff that We Crash TV is doing. You know, different pay-per-views and everything like that, teaming up with some different videographers and everything. They got some real unique things going on, some premium package stuff, and you know, you can't forget. I mean, UD is stepping up. You know, they got the Madison show with all kinds of new great things going on. Going to be flip-flopping the team show around and singles events, and it's going to be a wild season for UD this year and coming into the new year next season.
They put a lot of work into it.
And we're going back to Kentucky next month in September.
Yes, sir.
Got a show in Kentucky. Be
Yes.
back in the home.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about that one a little bit, Anthony.
I'm excited. What's it called? Bragging Rights? Is it?
Bragging rights,
Bragging
yeah.
Rights.
Yep. Brian and crew down there, they've got a lot of things going on. They're testing the waters with a bunch of stuff. I looked at the facility down there. I did a little research on it. It's a heck of an awesome facility. It's outdoors. It's beautiful weather down there that time of year. So, I mean, Kentucky is most definitely a place to be. So get online, take a look at that, and see what's going on there. Super, super proud that they jumped on and they want to do more shows, because we'll be back down in Kentucky or Mississippi in the springtime.
Yep.
You know, so he's already excited about that. All right, folks, you see all the Power Wheels leaving the track there, getting ready. I mean, there's Power Wheel after Power Wheel. You know what's funny as heck is you watch these Power Wheels broken and the pit crew's pushing them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, hang on a second. I didn't know I had to be a pack mule.
Right.
Ticks I've got, you probably don't know this. I'll have to show them to you, but and I can't tell you their names, but their TikTok is Talk Derby to MEX. But I think they're going to do some rebranding. It's two little gals that are sisters, and they're there from that area where the Bragging Rights is in Kentucky. And I've seen them, and they have come on with a charge. And I think they're going to rebrand to Talk Derby to Us or something.
Really?
But yeah, they're two young girls. I think maybe one's still in high school, one's just barely out of high school, and they're doing Demolition Derby content. So I told them to come to that show, and we'd bring them on Track Shot Live and let the world see them. And so you guys make sure to look that up. Talk Derby to MEX, I believe, was their TikTok thing.
You guys jump online and take a look at what the schedule is all about, because we've got some other shows that jumped in here last minute, and we're still working on some last minute shows. You guys, so please jump on, take a look at our schedule and everything like that. You're going to see that on the Track Shot page. There's the South is coming on strong with some awesome shows. We got some great promoters down there. We've got we're actually talking with some possibly over in Florida. We've got a show in February that we're talking about doing. There's a lot of stuff going on, so you guys please take a look at that and see what's going on. I know one thing is our throwdown up in Minnesota, the date is probably going to be changing for that one, unfortunately. So we had a conflicting schedule at the fairgrounds with the state dog show. So we're going to probably have to move that one up a couple weeks to get that one. So you guys please jump online, take a look, and see what's going on with all of the different shows all across the country. And the best thing is, as you're sitting there taking a look at all the shows, make sure you look at all of our great sponsors on there and reach out and say thanks for being a great supporter of Track Shot Live.
We got San Filippo Smash there, too, Ticks, right there at the same time, so don't want to forget about that one.
Oh, yeah, and you guys, if you can make it out there, that is one you want to see. All right, you guys, we've got the compacts pulling onto the track right here, and we are the number 95 driven by Holden Schillingstead, and then the 22 driven by Joseph Feist, the number 58 driven by Richard Feist, and last but not least, the Adam Hole driving, I believe he is driving the he's driving that used car over there.
Gosh, this is so awesome. see a Pinto wagon out here, and obviously there's 3-wheel drive, so he's got a chance to compete. You don't see where.
And you guys have to understand, little cars where Anthony gets excited because that is his history of Demolition Derby.
Wow, great shot there. Onto the 22.
I'll tell you what a great camera angle up here in the Crow's Nest, Cal. I mean, Bill has got a great view of the entire track right here. You just cannot beat it.
This is awesome.
There we go. He got to get the 2.3 fired up. No, that's not Tix. I can't tell what that is. That may be a Toyota. They have watered this track all day, literally, and they're turning it over and it's dust.
Well, that sun and that breeze of South Dakota will take the moisture out of anything.
What do you think about the old Fairmont here? You've built I know you've done some work on a Fairmont with some cookies. Golly!
Oh.
What a shot from the 58. As I'm talking about the Fairmont.
I'm looking at that $75 radiator in the front of it for scrap.
I just noticed that. Cut his hood out. I've never seen that before.
Wow. Nice shot by the Camaro there, coming across on that Pinto wagon of the 22.
Yeah, you don't see too many Pinto wagons out there anymore. Everybody's kind of went to the W bodies and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Bash for Cash in Ohio is about the only show I think usually you'll see those cars compete. Or the rear-wheel drive stuff anymore, but.
Nice shot by the 58 on the front of that metric car right there.
Must be a 4.3 in that 58. I see the two pops.
22's got an issue.
Huge shot. Huge shot from the 58. Look what he did, Tix.
Wow, he gave him an armrest with the passenger door.
Did.
Like we said a couple times, you don't need 100 cars to put on a good show. These boys in the compacts are doing just fine. The 95 comes over right on that right reel. Holden Shillingston.
The 95 hasn't used the back bumper one time.
The 22 of Joseph Feist is having some problems getting that thing fired back up over there. That was a clean Pinto wagon, too.
Yes.
58 coming in there. He knows where his rear bumper is. Flying that U.S. flag, proud as can be. Wow, good shot. I just put 2 and 2 together. That old Fairmont, that's Lightning McQueen right there. Great artwork there, Holden. Thank you so much. The kid's got to be loving it. Oh, he's locked up.
Front wheel's locked up. What's the number on this orange car, Tix, on this front wheel drive?
We don't have a number on that one. That's Adam Haley.
Zach, since you're not such a big little car guy, what would you prefer to be in out here if you had your choice of any of this?
I'll tell you what, those Camrys for this stocker build sure are tough. It's pretty hard to beat a Camry in that 2.2 4-cylinder. I mean, they're just hard to beat now. You know, my goodness, I'm going home with a load of W bodies from here. I'm going to get a rash driving across the Minnesota border with W bodies on that trailer.
I've seen that. Nice load.
Yeah, don't tell anybody, okay, Cal? Next thing you know, I got my pink panties to wear on the way home with the W bodies on the trailer. Boy, I think you're right. That 4.6 and that they're 4.3 and that thing sounds. Everything's 4.6 now because they're Fords. You know, you forget about the 4.3s. That thing sounds pretty healthy.
Yeah, it does.
The orange car's got a little bit too much bumper out front, I believe.
Yeah.
Caused some trouble there for him. The 95's doing all he can to get back, get compact.
That 95 of Holden there, you know, thanks so much for putting the Lightning McQueen out there. The kids have got to be loving that. Got a couple great sponsors on the roof.
Looks like our Pinto wagons broke out.
Yeah, the 95 is running. He's just locked up hard.
Yeah. And I'm not sure that the 58's not hung in there on that fender well.
Oh, God, he is. He's trying to go backwards. He is buried in there.
Look how hard he's going, though, and he's not digging the track out.
No, that track is rock hard. This track, I'll tell you what, after last year with all that rain and everything like that, this track got tore up on the top 3 inches, but it was rock hard underneath there.
Very hard. Guys, when they get on it, you know, I mean, they're
They were throwing the flags, but I may have been not enough.
Oh, there they go. They're letting them run.
Oh, they're going to let them go on. Thought the orange car almost had her one there.
Nose to nose, right there. Perfect shot. Bill got that right on track.
You know, Tick's looking here. It looks like he's running 550s on the front of that.
Yeah, it does.
Uh-oh. I don't think he went out on purpose. Yeah, he's got 550s on the front of that Camaro. Uh-oh.
95 broke off. Down to 2.
All right. Well, unofficially, 95 going to take third. Camaro's lining back up for another shot.
Swing and a miss. Taking that front bumper off almost.
You got the old manual transmission behind it, too, looks like. The Camaro.
Yes, it does.
I can't tell for sure. I don't.
You know what he has? He has a hand throttle.
Oh, yeah, I see
That's why he's two-handing that thing.
Like Jimmy Johnson took a page out of the Jimmy Johnson playbook there.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson, the one that won that derby for Fatty.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy.
Well, the crowd's cheering on that 58 of Richard Feist.
Oh, no, that had to be a kill shot there. Everything shifted. I believe he's lost his bumper, too, maybe totally now on the orange car. Oh, yeah, bumper's totally off. Now the Camaro's hung up on it. Need to get a red flag out there. Not let him run over that bumper. I think maybe he sees it.
He thought twice about it.
I think he's seen it when he backed up and seen that bumper sitting there, and he's like, I'm not telling you it's a good idea.
You ever seen a flag stay on a car a whole heat ticks like that?
No.
I haven't either.
Especially that big of a flag.
It looks like he actually welded it to the fuel tank protector. It's like a solid piece of pipe that's welded to the protector, and then the flag is mounted on it.
We are pretty positive in second place. It's looking like it's going to be Adam Hale, the non-numbered car right there, and the number 58 of Richard Feist is running in that yellow Camaro right there, and he's not taking any chances. He just keeps pounding her down.
The orange car is trying to fire. She's turning over.
You can. It is turning over.
Turning her over.
I would say he's not getting spark at this point. He's got some cut wires under what used to be his engine bay.
Well, his sponsor, AV Enterprises, they ought to be proud of him. No quit attitude.
There ain't no doubt about it. 58 fires right back up, and boy, I'll tell you what, Adam is doing everything he can to try to get a little more spark out of this thing.
I believe the official just told him 30 seconds. Another wheel shot here. Oh.
I know, just moving the armrest closer.
Yeah. The Camaro not really hurt at all.
No.
Front end still hard. Looks like the core support may have flattened down a little bit.
Come on, crowd, make some noise. One more hit. And there it is. There it is. Second place going to Adam Hale. First place going to the number 58 of Richard Feist.
Guys put on a great show, 4 cars. I mean,
Yeah.
You can't complain about that show at all. That's 76 bumper ticks.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
So.
Yes, it is.
That's an awful lot of bumper for he meant to play.
All right, Bill's got some awesome replays right here. He was there on top of the notch getting you guys all these great replays so you can see them.
Telling Heat 2 of Power Wheels to head to the arena.
Oh, the guy's going backwards.
Yeah, trying to push a Bobcat a little bit.
You know, I don't know how it would physically work out, but for some reason I just had the idea of having a track shot live versus the World Power Wheels Derby.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it was size 14. I don't even know how I'd have to have a big Power Wheel. I definitely need a Gravedigger.
And I'd still feel sorry for the Gravedigger, the big one.
Putting you in a Barbie Jeep, Tix.
It ain't the first time that I've been putting something.
I was just trying to figure out in whole how to get Fatty into Power Wheels. I don't care how we do it, but I just thought it would be great.
How about a big hats off to Robbie Crittenden, Simple Solution down there putting on his hometown show last night. He had Fatty down there doing some fun, and he jumped in the passenger seat of the MWFA car with Peaches and ran with her.
Yeah.
And
I think he rode with Robbie's daughter too.
Oh, did he?
I think so, in maybe a different class.
Oh.
In the youth class, if I'm not mistaken.
That was good. There was a good group of people down there and everything like that. They got some rain, unfortunately. That always makes it tough when you got that much rain and everything like that. But you guys take a look at these great instant replays that Bill got right there. Not only is he staying on top of the show, but he is getting these instant replays so you can come back and see those live action shots like that.
Some really good shots.
Yeah. Let's not give Bill too much credit. Then we got to hear about it at dinner time tonight. Hey, did you guys see how good I did? Can we get a big thanks for Bill out there, you guys? Just give a big shout out. Let's go on our Facebook page and let everybody know. Say, Uncle Bill, you're the best in the business, and that's what we love about you.
He does a great job.
That'll be enough.
Yeah. Thanks for your input, Cal.
For that.
It's time
I
for
don't
you
mean
leave.
to be stepping on toes, but somebody's got to step in there.
Yeah. Don't give Bill all that credit. And the next thing you know, it's like we hear about it, and then we have our group chats and everything like that. And you'd be like, hey, the Sky High guys even think I'm awesome.
Yeah. Give him too much notoriety.
Yeah. Did he pay you $20? Because he pays everybody else $20 to say something nice.
Yeah, he did.
All right, make sure you get that $20 before you leave.
You think he'll stiff me?
And give it to the 58, the yellow card. 58. Yeah. So right there, you guys, we made the decision that number 58 got the Mad Dog because all he was doing was hitting out there. He did a great job on that one. So the Mad Dogs have got that stuff, and once again, they give TSL. Actually, I took the opportunity and took it away from everybody up here. I said it, so I apologize. I should have talked to you guys a little bit more about that. But 58 was definitely wide open and putting it on, and
I think
he
that'd
definitely
be the general consensus.
Yeah, he definitely deserved it. So once again, Mobridge has invited us to make the Mad Dog pick. So if you guys don't like it, well, we're super sorry, but that's what we thought was the awesome one.
You got a gentleman out here with a bucket. Look at that, policing the track.
Oh yeah, rodeo grounds. I mean, these guys, just like at Greeley, Colorado.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to the Frank family out there. They're out doing the Demolition Derby stuff, and we were talking and chatting and everything like that. They got some cool stuff going on out there. But they grab that bucket, they walk around, and they pick up all that garbage off that track. 'Cause the last thing they want is one of those horses to pick up something in their hoof or anything like that. So
see the wildfire that Terry Frank posted?
Oh my, yeah.
Now, is that a problem out here, Cal, in your area in South Dakota? Is wildfire a big issue?
No, we just get all the smoke from Canada.
Oh, I heard about that. The Midlanders were telling me about the smoke from Canada. So it's just terrible sometimes.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Talking about the Midlanders, Double Dog Trannies, thank you so much for being a great sponsor once again. They got our tranny put together for one of the fun vehicles that we've got going on. They got I got a truck full of transmissions, and not only that, but normally they come pick up everybody, and Elaine runs people back and forth from Bismarck to down here and everything. But oh my God, I'm drawing a blank on their son's name. Trent, we stole his truck. So, Trent, thank you so much for getting us a truck so the TSL guys have got a vehicle to get back and forth.
Yeah, he saved me yesterday. Trent did. Was it yesterday? Did I fly in yesterday? I flew in yesterday.
Yeah.
I figured this thing out, Cal, that You know, I do a lot of traveling,
Yep.
a lot of flying. And a lot of times if you travel and you get there first, you got to get the car or whatever and wait for everybody else. They build it and come in until 8 o'clock. I come in at 2. So I mistakenly figured out that for the sum of $10 to $12, I can go to a movie theater with a reclining chair and an air conditioner for 2 hours. So
Nice.
I watched a movie yesterday that I had never even knew was coming out. I didn't really watch it. I watched the credits, and then I woke
Took a
up.
nap.
I woke up to the ending, and yeah, it's really handy advice.
The funniest part about it is like all of a sudden Anthony, you know, it's like we try to get these flights all together at the same time and everything like that. And Anthony, the last 2 times has been the losing straw.
Yeah,
so
definitely the losing straw.
you know, you guys, we totally appreciate all the help that we get. I mean, with TSL and everything like that, you guys, there's so many behind the scenes
We would
people.
never be even remotely close to do what we do
No.
if it wasn't for people like the Midlanders helping out,
Yeah.
Terry Frank out there, the Bowmans out
Yep.
and the Simpsons out in Utah.
Yep.
And it's not just that. Everywhere across the country, you guys have no idea how much you make this possible.
Yeah, this is not. I mean, we're sitting here on TV with you guys, but I mean, it is all the people behind the scenes that truly make this happen. We can't thank you guys enough because it truly is. I mean, we just don't have enough time in the day because we do have full-time careers also,
Right.
and we don't have enough day and the time to do everything. And there's so many people out there. You know, Bull shirts. You know, we got you know, our apparel and everything like that. We're a little bit behind on our apparel this year. We just got busy and we missed a couple things, and you know, that we got some stuff coming through with Bull shirts that's going to be coming out there, so you guys are going to be able to see some apparel here in the near future. You know, we got that sponsorship shirt coming out that everybody's been waiting for, and just artwork and everything like that. It's just crazy. MWFA class, you guys, street stock class.
That has taken off. That's been
It's
crazy.
huge, isn't it? It's just like wildfire.
Um,
Last count was 158 official registered shows
Yes.
this year.
No kidding.
That was
Yes.
the last count. And it hasn't been. I haven't talked to Sauer about that in a few weeks. So
That's something to be proud of.
it is, but you got to think, Sauer's. You know, if you register your show, you guys take the time. There's no charge at this point. Register. There's 3 trophies times 158.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody bit the steering wheel or the windshield, got him right in the nose.
Oh,
Oh, that little one I
It was
see.
a little, yep.
Yeah.
That was a nice hit, but
so Tix, what are the other 2 heats we've got left? We got 2 heats left, right? Full size.
Yep, full size. So we're going to have kind of a welded class. It's a lighter weld class, and then we've got the stocker class that they run here. It's the stocker class is you know, it's a good cage in the car. Nothing crazy, good, you know, nice spring pack. You know, nothing, no flat stacks or anything like that. You got a couple locals, Derek and Jace here. Those guys are going to be putting on a show. The other couple guys are coming from southern South Dakota, isn't it?
yes.
And those guys will be coming here, and
Actually, they're from up by Rapid City.
I was going to say, I
Oh,
thought I heard
oh,
them say
They're
Rapid
from
City.
up by Rapid City.
Oh, okay.
Nice of them to load up and head out here knowing there was a low car count.
Yeah.
You know, just trying to help.
We had a couple guys back at our shop. They were we had a couple used cars, and we were looking at the rules and everything like that, and they were going to come on out, and the next thing you know, we had an engine problem. We had, you know, for next weekend, and they're just like in the heat also.
Yeah.
They're like, it's just too much, you know. It's, you know, we're losing help. They're dropping like flies. So
Yeah, you get to a certain point in the summertime and with the schedule where it's just almost too much for guys. There's so many shows they're trying to run, and you'll get them to do it for a couple of years, but I mean, those old school guys that ran, like Shea Walden and those guys that ran every week at Tix, I mean, it's just, you're at a point. What have I got left to prove? I got to take some time off here.
oh, it's I mean, we're getting broken in our old age.
That's me and Shay were talking about that today. He's like, when are you gonna call it? It's like, well, I don't know. I could call it any time now, you know. But you know, Shay's like, well, said he left air conditioning in his shop today. He said 63 degrees in my shop. He said, and I come out here into this, you know. Just,
Right.
It's dedication. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, yeah, but it's not hard to build in 63 degrees.
No,
that would be
that would be
pretty cool.
sweet.
Huge shout out to all the Power Wheels. Second heat of Power Wheels going on out there, you guys. They're not giving any second chances. They're going wide open and having fun out there. A little less Power Wheels than we had the first round, but Look at the kids. They're waving at each other, having a good time.
Oh, a great Power Wheels turnout. I mean, that shows a lot of activity because the parents are here and all the families here to watch the kids run.
At one of my shows years back, I did for the Power Wheels. They're like, well, how do you decide who wins, stuff like that, And the kids get out there and they do what they can. So we just experimented. We put 2 balloons on the back bumper, 2 balloons on the front bumper, 1 on each wheel. And when your balloons were popped, or knocked off, you were done. That was actually pretty cool. It worked out decent.
It's kind of fun seeing different little things like that. I like it when it's not just the same old, same old.
Right.
If you guys notice out there, that big Komatsu 320 out there, leveling out that track every single time. They always do some great track preparation here. They're doing the best that they absolutely can for this thing. And, this track holds together. It's unique. I mean, it's got the tires as a boundary, basically. So as they talk in the drivers' meeting, you're supposed to respect the boundaries and stay within the boundaries and everything like that. But, like you say, they're out there at that big front end loader and they're grooming that track. And hats off to all the operators out here for fast clearing of the track and preparation to give it the best possible success of the track that it can have.
Well, I'd like to have that thing with some forks on it, move some cars around.
Oh,
rip those motors out of them.
I like, we sit there and talk about things, as we're getting older, Cal, and everything like that. You take my forklift away, you take my hoist away, I'm done. I wouldn't be able to do it anymore.
That's how I look at it now. I mean, way back 15 years ago, doing everything off the ground, rolling the cars on the side to change transmissions, just stuff like that. And now I would say we're kind of spoiled. Hoists are affordable.
Right.
If I didn't have one, I would be done.
You think about it. Let's go back 15 years ago. How many people did you know that had a hoist in their shop?
Very few.
Right.
Very few.
Right. I mean, I'll never forget when I went and bought my first used hoist. I mean, I bought it at an auction at a Kmart, and we had to go take it down. And next thing we show up there, and there's like 25 hoists in the shop. And I showed up with my skid loader and everything like that to take ours down. And every person that was there taking them down was like, what the heck is going, it's like, So we assisted them all to load them all and everything like that. And by the time I walked out of there, I darn near had my hoist paid for renting out our help to unload, so. But yeah, it's just crazy how things have just elevated over the years and escalated, and I mean look at the quality of parts. Look at all the different things. I mean, how about 15 years ago? How many parts did you buy for your car?
Right. Not many.
Yeah, you were torching things out. I mean,
you'd go out back and find what you needed.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna cut this bracket on. Next thing you know, you'd be lucky if you could clean your torch tip to get a good clean cut.
Right.
Now you grab the plasma or a plasma table, like Anthony's got a plasma table in his shop and stuff like that for all of his parts endeavors that he's done over the years and stuff like that. It's just crazy the advancement.
Anthony with a plas table and stuff. I mean, you can take and measure what you need for a plate, and you can make it fit perfect.
Anywhere. Yeah.
Anywhere.
I want to give a huge shout out to all the guys sitting there working in my shop. I'm sure you guys got it turned on and watching and everything like that. We got a crazy weekend ahead, or a week ahead of us next week, and you guys are busting your tail in the humidity and getting everything done. Not only your guys' stuff, but all my stuff and everything like that. Naders and Ty and Pottingers and everybody, you guys. That's your shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. I know there's other people there working on stuff, Bugs. You guys, thank you. It means the world to me knowing that you guys are there taking care of stuff that's simplifying my hassles for next week.
Yeah. That Naders is a go-getter, man.
He
is a worker.
Naders is unbelievable, you guys. I'll give Nate the credit in the world. I mean, it's if it wasn't for his hard work and dedication in that shop, I wouldn't be on the track nearly as much as I am. And Naders. He's got a wonderful family, and his father's one of my best friends, and that is truly my Derby family right there, and they help out so much. So thank you.
He's at that point with knowledge in those cars that he can just tell you what size socket, where, what you need to build one, or.
The crazy thing is a lot of people don't know. Naders was 14 years old when he was traveling the country, being one of my pit guys. And I'll tell you what, that kid was my best pit person you could imagine because he didn't drink. He wanted to work on derby cars, and he'd never go to bed. He would stay up all night long working on that. At 14 years old, he was a better welder than I was, a better torcher than I was. And that kid listened and went forward, and he's turned into an amazing driver, amazing builder, and I can't say how privileged I am to have that young man by my side for as long as he has, and we've made so many different memories together. It's very, very fortunate.
What happened to him out in Lynn, Kansas there? Broken axle, didn't he?
Broken axle. He oh man, couple veteran drivers, they baited him into that situation and tore him apart. He made an adolescent move, but I can't say anything. I got screwed in a corner last year at Lynn, Kansas. I was trying to hide, and next thing you know, somebody turned against me. I was waiting. We were getting chased by this guy, and he kept taking pop shots on Fatty, so I disappeared, and I went and hid in the corner by the entrance. And he watched me go hide in that corner, and I was in a bad position. Next thing you know, it's like, thank God Fatty was watching, and he'd come on over and help me. But no, Nader's got baited in, and the teammate was right there. One shot broke axle. So
there's some of these old timers that, like, when you're out there on the track, like even me, if I'm in a corner trying to hide or whatever, they come out of nowhere. They're just, and you just can't teach that. Like, they reach in their pocket and pull it out, and man. And it's disgusting when you get smoked by one of them because you're like, where did you come from?
Right.
What's your buddy Mike? I'm drawing blank on his last name. From over by you guys. God, bigger guy.
Mike McCrary.
McCurry, yes.
Yes.
So it's funnier than heck. I was watching him out here, and he was just going wild and having fun. And the next thing you know, he had a corner down here where it was wet. Nobody was going down there, and there was a dead car. And you watch that veteran, he drove down there, and he kept his nose clean. And it's like you sit there and you watch that. When you're up here watching everything, you know, and then you're sitting there, you're analyzing everybody's moves, and the next thing you know, Mike found that spot. And it's like, there it is, you know, that's veteran driving right there. All right, folks, we got the hard class pulling out here. That is the mod class right there. Heavy D transmissions, the 08 of Ryan Savvy. The 191 of Shea Bob Walden. The number 3X of Skylar Pettenod. I butchered the heck out of that. Sorry about that one. Last but not least, the number 59 of Brian Vogel. This is your welded class right here, folks, the mod class.
These going to be a lot of Blizzard Bash, Gold Rush type leftovers, you think, right?
Well, I think it's kind of it's light. I think it's lighter than Blizzard Bash, but I think it's I think it's more of that Gold Rush style where it's not quite as hard.
All right, officials' flag's up. Green flag.
There it is, folks. Green flag. 3, 2, 1, green. They're going to wait and see who's pulling out first.
Nobody wants to make a move.
Coming in with a good shot. Shea Bob with a swing and a mix.
Everybody's jockeying for a shot right now, trying to get turned around.
Number 08 putting on a 191 of Walden.
Sandy, he just came off of a big win down in Adel, Iowa. He won down there. Good show.
Great X getting his wheel worked on there. Looks like they may have pushed that course board over a few feet for him. I actually think
it may have been like that before. It looks like the course board is V'd in the middle.
Yeah, it is.
V'd down.
The 3X in front of us is Skyler. He's trying to get that thing running. He's looking at fuel lines. He's looking at wires. He's looking at whatever he can.
I believe it's turning over. It just ain't firing.
Yeah. Oh,
There it is.
there we go. Still got steering? Yeah. Yeah, he's got some steering. He's going in for a shot, putting a shot on the 191 of Walden.
Looks like Walden got lucky. He cleared his tire, didn't grab a hold of that thing. A bumper's just a little bit too high to grab them 23s on the back.
Yep.
Good shot there from the 08.
59 came in and just barely missed that front tire of the 8.
Shifted that quarter on the 3X on over and tucked it a little better. You know, Tix, I see here the 59 and the 08 both wearing fire jackets. And that's something I'm starting to see a lot of promoters put in their rules. They're going to start requiring fire jackets.
You know, I'll tell you what, I've had the fire jacket save me a couple times, and I don't go out there without one. It's one of those deals.
Well, you had it save you in Lynn, Kansas for sure last year.
Oh, absolutely.
And you were still hot to the touch.
Oh,
at that point.
You know what? Johnny Mavis is healing real good from a burn, and that was a unsafe situation.
Whoa! Walden about to launch the 08. Getting down to business now. Looks like the 3X trying to refire. He's got some caster camber trouble over there. Oh, wait, taking Walden for a ride outside the arena.
The number 59 has got broken steering. He's got a center section that's laying down. 191 and the 08 definitely going at it. They're not letting too much gap in between them.
Who's in the 08 car, Tick?
That's Ryan Sand. How do you say it? Savvy? Sandby?
Oh, the 3X coming back in the game. Didn't quite get counted out.
Shea Walden died there.
Oh, he got her going again. 3X getting a shot there to keep himself alive.
Well, I tell you guys what, I'm voting for the 08 for that Mad Dog right now. Ryan's definitely been full throttle.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
You got heavy D trannies and WRP derby parts on that car right there. Let's not forget about the 110, 110% right there. Rest in peace, my friend.
You know, Tix, everywhere I've been out here, it seems like at some point in time with every conversation, and we're talking about the area, Brady Larson comes up. And I never met him, but I can tell he definitely made an impact in his sport in this area.
Oh, he was definitely an asset to Demolition Derby out here in the Dakotas. Truly.
They're putting on a good show for only 4 cars.
They are.
Yeah.
Very good show. Uh-oh.
Sanby lost the rear wheel.
Oh, get out of that soft stuff down there.
Looks like he's having some steering issues too. Got a wheel locking up somewhere. Something.
Oh, he's got a front tire down.
Yeah, I see it now. It's turning around. Locked up.
Look at how Ryan's looking through that car trying to figure out what his problem is. Smart driver right there analyzing the situation. you know, you got to give a hats off to that 3X of Skyler. You know, he doesn't have as much car as the other ones, and he is definitely not giving up, trying to use every bit he possibly can. He fired back up again.
A minute ago, I thought he was going to turn it on full Mad Dog. Well, he may be.
Yes.
I spoke too soon. I thought we're getting to that point, buddy, where you're running out of the car. You're going to have to turn it up, and he has managed to just stay alive. I mean, right now, currently, he's brought himself unofficially into the third place position. Looks like the 08 of Sandy there is burying deep. Walden with a good shot on the 59. I wonder how many years Shea Walden's been running, Tick. You got any idea?
53.
53 years he's been running?
He started in 84.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
So 40 years then. 'Cause
He's got 40
I
years.
was born in 83.
I wonder how many beers Shea's drinking in his lifetime.
Oh, my. Either got a really good liver and kidneys or might be me. He's a good guy.
Shea Walden is a great guy. I've known him for a long, long time. Very privileged to call him a buddy.
Yep.
Hey, the 3X is looking, wow. Great shot from 191. The 3X is not looking bad. Here, as we get down, oh, well. I hate that when you get the jinx. You feel like you put the jinx on somebody up here. Happens all the time.
That's the Jason Sauer. As soon as he compliments you, you're going down.
You're done.
The old 3X with the turnouts is just struggling. He's dragging everything.
It's amazing to see that. You can see the frames flex like they do.
That kid ain't giving up.
No.
The 08. Oh, there goes the stick on the 08. So that's going to put us down to our top three. There comes the 3X in for another shot on a 59. Nope, he didn't get it. And wasn't it 59 we were saying Tix didn't have any steering.
He hasn't had steering for a long time.
Doing a great job keeping the dance going, keeping that car in position.
You know, in the worst way, I want to give that Mad Dog the 3X because he did everything he possibly could with the car that he had out there.
You know,
but,
I would agree.
Yeah.
You know, 08, you know, put on a hell of a good show, but he had the car to be able to do it. The
There we
3X, I mean, you know, we got to decide on this as a group up here. You know, I'd say that 3X did everything he possibly could to be the entertainer with what he had for equipment.
Yeah,
I would agree.
All right, down to the 191 and the 59. 3X's broke out.
Ryan Sandvey in the 8 car, thank you so much for doing what you did out there, but we just gave the vote away to 3X for running as hard as he possibly could with the equipment he had out there. And man, I had to butcher Skyler's last name. Do you know how to say that, Cal? Patnood? Something like that. I apologize. We are not professionals at that.
Where's it at?
Right there, Skyler. Shea Walden in the 191, still going at it hard. He's got a lot of car left.
Patent nude, I would think. Patent nude.
The 59 of Brian Vogel, still battling that steering, but he's not giving up.
Wow, Walden laying it down there on the 59.
Shea, the veteran driver, he knows the other guy's got some steering issues.
Yeah, he's going to stay out of the way, and I'll let him get a shot in.
Oh, did he clear that tire and get the bumper?
Oh.
That is always scary when you got that much tin cleared on those back tires and you go for that wheel shot. If you clear that thing, I just had the unfortunate a couple weekends ago over in Wisconsin, cleared a tire and got stuck, and it's like, dang it.
Yeah.
And boy, it's hard when you get stuck in that tin and you go over that bumper or go over that wheel.
Walden driving very smart, making a shot, and then going either staying close where he can get another shot in or getting out of the way, making it come to it. My first instinct would be just stay away from him.
Yeah, Shay's trying to be a performer right here.
Yep,
He's giving us entertainment, so thanks. Hats off to you, Shay.
Absolutely.
You most definitely could win this thing by just playing cat and mouse, but you are trying to take that car out and give the crowd some entertainment. Once again, you don't need 20 cars on the track for entertainment.
No, they're putting on a great show for what they've got here. Oh, that 59 wheel hop catches bad. He's going to have a really bad day. Those wheels turning out loose like that.
'59's got a good motor in there for struggling that steering as hard as it is. That motor's staying fairly cool.
There it is. Yeah, other than the steering, he looks really good.
Good. Boy, he is getting deeper and deeper over that tire, boys. You see that?
They may have done it right there.
I think that was the one.
Yeah, he's hooked.
There it is.
Which, if he has, that's going to be the kill shot he needed.
Oh, no. He got off. Old bull, young bull right there. Take your time getting off of that wheel.
Smart driving by Shea Walden. Just enough that he couldn't get a contact on him. Uh-oh, is he going to pin him up here? Nope.
Hey, I'd cheer Shea on. I'd like to see that classic Lincoln rollover all by himself.
Yeah.
If you guys have missed that, that was Blizzard Bash. Blizzard Bash team show. Shea coming all the way down around the track and rolled himself over, landed on all four, and came right back to the action.
Kept going.
He might have lost a flip-flop in that rollover. And there we go, folks. That is the red flag right there. I think they're giving that win to 191 of Shea Walden. Hats off to the number 59 of Brian Vogel for running that car as far as he did with that steering. Let's not forget that number 3X of Skylar Penedald, and giving that 3X that mad dog. We all voted on that one. Cal, thanks for being part of that one because he earned it, no doubt about it. And most definitely the number 8 of Ryan Sanvey. He was out there tearing that stuff up, putting on one heck of a good show. You guys had to have enjoyed that. For 4 cars on that track, there was plenty of room to get wild, get crazy, and get excited.
Yep, he lost that front tire, and that was a downfall. Tough to push it.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing is they're getting better traction on that track that had moisture than they were out there in that soft or the dry. Did you notice that?
Right.
Yes. I mean, because he had that tire down for quite some time. Once he got to that outside open edge, I mean, it was really hard for him to move out there. It was kind of like powder on top, and it was there was no traction when he hit that pan underneath there.
Yep.
Once again, I want to give a huge shout out to the Mobridge and the rodeo community and the Derby Council here for putting this show on. You know, they did not give up. The car counts were low. They could have easily walked out. Wow, look at that bottom corner of all of our great advertisers right there, you guys. Bill always doing what he's so good at, getting that stuff out there. You guys get the opportunity, please jump on their Facebook, please jump on their web pages and say thank you so much for being a great sponsor for the Mobridge 2024 Derby, because if it wasn't for the great people like you guys, this just wouldn't be here.
Yeah, they've got a good community support here.
Well, you know, and that's what it really takes. I mean, you know, you go into these different places and stuff like that, and you see all the different community people that are part of it. You know, the Chamber of Commerce and all the businesses and community acts and everybody getting together. I mean, that truly is what takes it to the next level.
Yep.
And, you know, there's a lot of demolition derbies out there.
Yes.
People have choices.
Yes.
People have choices, so it's like, what makes your derby stand out better than the next one? And, I mean, number one is always community support.
Yep. And, you know, this year's a down year for car count here, but you know what? I think they'll bounce back from it.
3X. Yeah, 3X gets a bonus, $500 for being the Mad Dog there. That was great. Like you say, he didn't have the car. I mean, well, I was going to say he didn't have the car to compete, but I mean, he was a competitor out there.
He used it.
He was just a little lighter built than everybody else, but he was not afraid to use every piece of that thing, and he tried.
He had the heart.
Tried, yeah.
He may not have had enough car, but he had enough heart for sure.
Yes.
Now, this next class, Tix, is going to be more of a stock build, right?
Yep, that's going to be what they call the chain class right there. We got a couple local guys. You got Derek and Jace that are what do you need there? Oh.
It was about to lose power.
You got Derek and Jace out there that are our hometown locals right here that run teams together and everything like that. You know what? You got those couple guys right there, and then you got Rocky and Wheeler coming on in, and obviously it's both of those guys are buddies. It's going to be real interesting to see. I mean, this might end up being a little bit of a team show as it is, and I think once that team show gets done with, whoever's standing at the end, if it's two friends, I think they're going to wad stuff up.
They're going to tear it up.
And, you know, there's good money on the line for it, too. I mean, you guys go online, take a look, and see what the payouts are here. Everybody's walking home with a good chunk of money, I'm telling you that. So hats off, too, for that. Good payouts.
Is it Derek Orth that's got the roundback sitting down here with the roof,
yeah.
the hood leaned up against it?
Yep. That's actually his family's – that's where he grew up, was right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's we sit there and we talk about different people across the country and stuff like that. Derek Orth is he is a super awesome, asset to this sport. Just a humble attitude. He had a great showing at Gold Rush last year. Congratulations to that big W out there. He was a hell of a good driver out there. He played the game right, and he brought competition to the next level out there.
Oh, and he was pretty nervous going into that, too. I mean, I believe he had head issues, on his motor. And he just like, well, he told me, he said when he went back out there, he said all of a sudden it quit puking water. He's like, I don't know why. I don't know what happened.
Well, he said he was going out for Mad Dog, and then all of a sudden the motor started running mint, and Derek Orth is a great driver. Yep. You know, he's a driver that pays attention to what's going on in the track and everything like that. But Derek is not afraid. He'll bring everything home in a pile in a basket.
Yep.
And just a great person for Demolition Derby. And I mean, from small town USA.
Right.
You don't have to be from a big town. You don't have to be from a huge mass population of Demolition Derby. I mean, but there's a lot of guys in Mobridge that are good.
I got a message here, Tix, from Elmer Smith. I don't know if you know Elmer Smith, but I love his game. He said, we're watching live at Mobridge. Every time Tix says, and everything like that, I'm taking a shot. He said, Mobridge is about to be a party even from Colorado.
Everything like that, you better suck her down, buddy. You ain't gonna be walking at the end of this one, friend.
That's a T-shirt we need, and everything like that.
I'm not smart enough to come up with new sayings. I just use the same ones over and over,
Fatty usually creates mine. It's usually something I can hashtag.
I'm like that when John Elway's on there, and he says the same things as he's commutating things. So it's like it's okay for them big professionals to do it. Why can't I? And besides that, I'm not a professional by no means.
Yeah, absolutely. Same here. But
that's why we brought the professional up. Cal's making us look good today. That was the best part about it. He's making our job easy.
I don't know about that.
Man, you were talking earlier about the amount of stuff you guys, the columns you have out there, but man, I've seen them everywhere.
Yeah.
And you have really made you have made a huge impact in Demolition Derby, and
thank you.
That's one of those things to me that's like the slider shaft. It is progressing our sport, and it's helping the car, but it's not making the car stronger.
Right.
It is, but it's keeping the show just like a heat like that. It's keeping it going, keeping everything. The basics that you've got to have to put on a show.
That little Scotty Drevnik,
who's that? Never heard of her either.
Well, anyway, she was talking to us at Blizzard Bash or Capital City. I don't remember which one. He said, you know what, this thing is almost more common than a gas tank now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, now I started talking about it earlier. And so remember last year we said, we called Jake, let's talk about the exposure. Let's talk, and it's like, hey, do you trust us? What level do you want to go to? And Jake's like, what? I don't, just do what you guys think is right. we started going across the country. We started highlighting as we found sky-high steering and stuff. We gave a couple away. We gave away one down at Skinny Show and stuff like that. And, you know, as a young kid down there that ran compacts, and we gave him one, you know, because he was talking about going into full size also. So, you know, as we talked to Jake and everything like that, we were like, hey, let's have fun with this. Let's just kind of do something. We did some screwball stuff. We did some real serious stuff and everything like that. And I'll never forget when Jake called and he's like, Tix, this is amazing. He goes, I cannot believe how many people call us after you guys go out and you do your stuff. And folks, it's just reality. It's just we're exposing great products and everything like that. Indy CNC, those guys are out doing different things, having fun. Todd, he likes to entertain and put a good product out there and everything. Brian's Machine Shop, they're constantly reinventing the wheel and making it better. They're doing the things like that. You know, you guys focus on certain things, but that was really the fun thing when Jake let us run with your guys' product and advertise it however we wanted to. And it was cool.
Yeah, they're giving us it's not hard when you have a product as good as that and as needed as that in this sport, you know.
It's crazy. We're now in 49 states. The only state we don't have is Hawaii, and we're in Canada.
They do have Derby there. I've researched it to take a trip. But I think their derbies are like a state fair championship once a year or once every couple years type. You know what I mean? It's just everybody gets a car together and goes to the state fair.
So I got to ask a question, Cal. I mean, I don't know this answer. I mean, you guys built derby cars forever.
Yep.
What made Jake go to that? I mean, what made him want to all of a sudden build, you know, and it's not like you guys are building a ton of different parts. You're very specialized.
Yep.
You're very specialized in your product. What made him do it?
Actually, it was at this Derby 2 years in a row when I lost steering. And he said, Dad, we got to get something figured out. We got to figure something out. And he tried many different things. He tried hydraulic hose. I mean, he trying to come up with something. I mean, he bought many different samples of shaft. And finally he got one that worked, and we tried it. The guys out in Rushmore, Gold Rush, the team that won, Orr's team, they all had him in, happy to sponsor him, you know, happy to sponsor him again. You know, just one of them things where we got to get this figured out, you know, quit losing steering. So.
You know, and it's kind of funny because I called up Jake. I'm like, hey, Jake, you know, we're going to Skinny Show, and let's get him in the cars, you know. So it's like, bought old iron, bought new iron, you know, and then next thing you know, Jake hits me up, and he's like, hey, give one away down there, you know. So it's like, all right. So then I pulled one off my shelf, and I brought it with, and we gave it away down there, and that young kid was so excited. I mean, like he said, he goes, this is the nicest part that he had. And Anthony, sit down, bud. And so it was really neat that he was super excited about it. And we're sitting there, we're talking about you know, the build of the cars and everything. And so the one guy comes over and he goes, Tix, you're not even running one, you know. And it's like, no, I am. I got one in my car. I'm running the red car. That's my car. The white, you know, the cream one's not mine. That's Nader's. I said we didn't have time to get one for him either, you know. So it's like he had to run the old stuff, and but yeah, I mean, it was really crazy, you know. As I put mine in the first time and I went out and I test drove it, it was really funny because there's a little bit of rebound in the steering.
Yes, there is.
And the funny thing is you got to get like I thought I broke steering. You know, when I got out there, because when it started getting down and dirty and that wet, and it was rutted up and everything like that, it was so nice. It was like like you didn't get those hard shocks on the wheel and everything like that. For an old man, I like it.
It saves on your wrists. I mean, I think it also saves on your components.
Right.
You know, Jake likes giving them away, especially youth classes, stuff like that. You know.
Well, it makes sense if you can transfer that force to a spring that can disperse it or whatever I don't know what you call your shaft. I guess your shaft. Yeah, you would think that's got to absorb a lot of that load.
Yep.
Now, you guys doing for compact shit? Have you started that? I've heard some talk about that.
We've got shafts for Camrys now and W bodies.
Okay.
They're the ones that people ask for the most. Yeah. And, you know, if there's something else that comes up, you know, we try to work with people too.
Can I get one for a Volvo?
He would have to get us a spline count. He would have to get us a length, a measurement, you know, where everything is at. And
it'll have to be long for Ticks because it's got to have to go.
Does he sit in the back seat?
Yeah.
Jake, I swear to God, if you send me one for a Volvo, I'll have to build one just to prove the point, you know? Oh, my God. That's something Jake's shy, but that's something Jake would do just to rub, you know, you rub a dog's nose and poop every once in a while.
Yep.
Jake will send that to me and be like, oh, here you go, Tix, you know. Yep. Ask and you shall receive.
Yep.
Oh. I laugh about that because I got a Volvo for an MWFA car, a Volvo wagon, and I started looking at it. The transmission slips real bad, and I was out beating her through the back field, and I picked it up to cut the cats off it. Those things are salty. That frame underneath that thing, it's like a 3-piece unibody thing. They're all tied to nasty, I think. But it's going to the junkyard heaven. It's not going to the MWFA with a slipping transmission like that. You know, that's the worst part. You spend all that time getting that thing ready to go, and and a lot of those MWFA cars are on borrowed time already.
Yep.
So it's like if you can go out there and make a dozen hits, it's worth it.
A little brake fluid in it, she'll go. That's the cool thing I like about the MWFA is we're seeing stuff like that Camaro. I mean, that Camaro that Todd ran, that Simple Solution brought. That thing was wicked. It had huge horns up front. Huge.
Yeah.
And they looked like a crush box all the way back, but it really wasn't. I mean, it was stout. Seeing some of this stuff that you would never think about looking at, or you would never take the time to look at that.
Well, so now some cars that we found in the MWFA that are harder than heck are those Hyundais.
Yeah.
I can't remember what those little 4-cylinder cars are, but those Hyundais are nasty hard up front. Unfortunately, they got a weak intake and everything that normally would broke on them all. But those cars never bent up front. They were dirty.
Got the plastic intake.
Yeah. So as we're talking about MWFA stuff, last year we put 111. So we had 111 cars. We needed 124 out there to break the record. And so this year, you guys were talking about moving the the Minnesota Throwdown weekend to the last weekend of September there. And, it'd still be fun to try to break that world record and see what it's all about and everything like that. And we've always talked, we always do something different and interesting about it. So you guys, pay attention to that, see what's going on the Track Shot page or Track Strong page. And but yeah, we are looking at moving the show to September, the last weekend, the last Saturday of September. And there's all of our great sponsors popping up on the left side of your screen.
My buddy Jess Williams, Custom Concrete. Tony's Welding and Fab, Cam Pinwell, Tony Pinwell, all the Pinwells.
I say Billy.
Billy, I can never remember his name. I always just call him Grandpa. I like him. He's an excitable guy. Our buddy Jacob Prusman there, 448 Designs.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers going out to the family right now, Mark. Hopefully the health is coming around there a little bit for you, sir.
Yeah, I think Jacob was taking a little time off from that. Uh-oh. Look at this kid running. He backed all the way up to the tire. That kid was sitting on it.
Almost going to get a bath down there. .448 Design. He got us the great big Happy Gilmore checks for Dakota County for next week. And if you guys want to get one of those, Jacob Prusman's always done the checks for us there. .448 Design for the Dakota County Fair. Gotta love the big old checks hanging on the wall. Something.
Is that like Throwdown Ticks? Do you have pretty much every class? Do you offer every class, or is it more condensed?
It's pretty much every class. Yeah, pretty much.
You have trucks too, don't you?
Yep, trucks. We half ton and the limited weld trucks. So we got the whole package of them there. Trucks are normally pretty wild up north there. They throw down a pretty good show.
Yeah, they don't. Trucks is not something that's very common in my area. I've not spent a lot of time around trucks, but it seems like these farm truck classes really taking over. A lighter build. Some of them trucks, man, they're just nasty. Old Kelby Miners with Circle Z, he can build a nasty Super Duty. Little track prep here, getting some water on the track, smoothing it out, go into our feature. I smell something. Smells really good. Makes me think of Chicken Man cooking his chicken there in Kentucky. Not necessarily looking forward to my flight in the morning. I got to fly to Dallas from
Where
here.
are you flying out of?
I fly out of Bismarck to Dallas, and then Dallas back to Nashville. And I don't know what it was, but there was something about that flight from Dallas to Bismarck. It was a smaller plane than I'm normally on.
Yep.
But, man, it was turbulence from the moment we took off, and the pilot thought he was flying a fighter jet. He would loop around and all kinds of stuff. I was like, my gosh, this guy, we got a wild card here. You would think I would enjoy flying at this point, or at least be used to it.
Yep.
As much as I go around the country, everyone's like, "Oh, you're all the time." No, I don't think you can get used to that.
Yeah, turbulence is not fun.
I would not. I can't imagine those flight attendants and pilots that just all the time, every day, in an airplane, in an airplane, in an airplane. That's. But I'll say it was beautiful what I could see flying in. I didn't have the window seat, but seeing flying over South Dakota and all that, and of course coming down, getting lower as we approach Bismarck, North Dakota. Beautiful, beautiful country. And that drive from Bismarck to here, that's something. That's very, very vacant.
Yes.
Very vacant. Then we come into Pollock and found some civilization, but other than that, it was just rolling hills, river, and prairie.
Stop by, see Big Daddy.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, we stopped by there. We actually it was on an accident. Bill and myself were hungry. We hadn't ate anything, and we were like I said, they were so rural.
Yep.
And we pulled in there, and they said, well, they weren't serving food anymore. So Bill came out, and I said, well, I'm going to go find out where's somewhere to go between here and Mobridge. And she said, you going to the Derby? And we said, yeah. And she said, do you know who my husband is? Come back here. And then he knew me right away. So,
See, he's famous, you know.
Yep.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I was like, how does this guy's a legend. How does he know me?
Always hats off to Big Daddy Jeff Chrisman. He always takes awesome care of us.
Phenomenal.
Always takes great care of us. It's never a dull moment. And once again, just I can't thank him enough for the friendship for so many years and everything like that. Just a great all-around guy.
Showing us around his place, wagons for days.
Yeah. I've just seen pictures. I've never been there, but
It's
it looks like a
phenomenal.
pretty sweet place.
It's a super, and he's got his upstairs area.
It's
he
like
was
a
showing
museum,
us.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. John Wayne stuff everywhere.
He's actually, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it or not, but he's down at the rally right now. They're at a concert and everything like that, and he's got some business to do. You know, he's got some super, super cool, like old antique stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a couple places down there that want some of his awesome products and to put it in there and show it off. And so, yeah, they're actually down there for business and recreation. And so appreciate, like I say, the open door policy you guys gave us to get in there, get comfortable, get a nice place to sleep last night, and then not feeding the guys last night. That's even bigger yet.
That was important. Uncle Bill needed his nourishment. All right, looks like the track's prepped.
There it is. They don't waste any time getting that thing done.
Not at
that
all.
Water truck going through there, getting that water down, keeping that dust down. Like I say, you put a lot of water on this track, and there's always going to be that pan underneath it to get around. So,
Man, I love to see this communities like this coming out because, we're having a derby and there's a reason to come out, but socialization is the key. Getting to talk to your neighbor and all that, and you can see a lot of that going on here.
well, did you see the socialization over at the beer garden over there? I like that one. That's going good. No
Yeah.
doubt about that one. All right, you guys, we are starting them off. They are coming on in. We got the number 27 of Jace Light. We got the number 73 that's painted just like his dad's car. That is Derek Orr. The number 7 coming in of Rocky Curtis. And last but not least, the number 17 of Wheeler Jung.
Is that an old Sticks? Is that a Malibu?
That one I can't answer. You know what that is, Cal?
That's it's like a Buick or a Pontiac. It was the mid-size Malibu in the 70s. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I would say you're about right.
The Century. They called it the Century, and then what did Pontiac had one also? I don't remember what they called it. Buick Century, the Chevy Malibu, and
I believe, and I might butcher this, I believe that this is 30 years for Derek Orth here running at Mobridge. I think that's what he said. And he is running the number 73 in memory of it, you know, of his father, and that's the way that his father's cars were painted, was like that. So
he's got good taste in color.
Now, what year's that Newport there?
Maybe like a 67.
I was gonna say. Almost got an all Chrysler feature here.
Yeah.
All right, the 27 coming in. Here comes Derek Orth for a shot on the 17. May have got turned around on him a little bit.
Jay Slight coming in with the 45 shot on the number 17. Wow, good shot by the number 7.
Solid shot there for the number 7. Here comes Derek Orth. Six, you know what? That may be a Chrysler also. That's 17. Smokey and the Bandit, the cop car. What was that? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
That may be what that is. Decker told me about it. It's kind of a rare car. But it was actually a Chrysler. Wow.
Oh, wow. Orth 45, that's 17.
Uh-oh, got a bumper
off.
Oh, lost steering too, maybe? No? Gosh, that's driving me crazy.
Got that back end going down on that 17 too. Be a little nervous.
Derek Orth in that two-door 74 shocker. That is a beautiful, beautiful car right there.
Very clean.
No, it wasn't that one. His car was the 77 Le Mans. That would have the pointy hood. Derek Orth looking good still. Looks like a younger fella driving the 17 there.
With or without a bumper, he don't care. Derek Orth got in on a 45 and got that radiator on the 17. The 27, Jay Slight with them turnouts screaming coming across the track.
Uh-oh. We've got trouble with the number 7. He's having a hard time going forward, Tix.
Yeah, he is. Suspension collapsed a little bit.
Got him hung up. Looks like he can still roll backwards.
7's got them tires back into the firewall.
Yeah.
That ain't helping him at all.
That didn't help it any. Oh, got him up on the tires now.
Red flag. They're going to bring a skid out and get him off the tire. I believe they talked about it in the driver's meeting.
For 4 cars, these guys are putting on a pretty good show.
They
sure
definitely are.
Can't anybody be disappointed in the show they're getting here?
No.
And, you know, that just shows the love for the community and all that with Derek Orth and all those guys, local guys, and the other guys coming in just willing to wreck their cars to put on a show for themselves. 17 having some rear end trouble there going wonky. What's with all the turnouts here, Tix? It's not Minnesota.
I guess they had a sale on them.
Well, number 7's back in action. Cal, what was your go-to? What's the car you always prefer to build?
Pretty much 74, 5, and 6 Chevs. Now it's kind of the 98 go-tos, Fords.
I kind of thought maybe you might be an old school Chrysler man.
No, I ran a few of them. A couple Imperials, a couple Newports.
Number 7 building some heat there. Fighting no suspension issues.
Number 7's one-wheel wonder right now.
Yep. 73 at Derek Orth coming in, spinning him around. Uh-oh. Wow, what a shot. Put him up on the tires again. Well, that's someone different.
I like that. With only 4 cars out there, they're pulling them off the rubber so they don't got to worry about it. I mean, that's just putting on great entertainment for the crowd.
I would agree with that, too. Here comes the skid steer.
Great community decision as a groups for the rodeo and the demo to say, hey, let's make sure that we're putting on the best entertainment we possibly can for these people that spent their hard-earned money to come sit down on a Saturday afternoon with Mobridge for the Demolition Derby.
On a nice hot day, too.
Yeah, no doubt. I like that the sun's gone past us. That sun ain't being in our face anymore.
Yeah, these guys all covered grandstands, sitting in the shade. Can't complain about that at all. Too bad we don't have no bulls. Did you see our adventure last weekend in Utah?
I did not.
On Facebook? Our buddy Mr. Simpson, Weston Simpson, climbed on a bull for us, and it turned over on him in the chute.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was exciting. Tough kid there.
Yeah. That Rocky Curtis in the number 7 car, that Mopar is just struggling. Those back wheel, the front wheels are just pushed back in there. They got tin locking stuff up.
Wow, great shot from the 27.
Chase Light coming in there with that big shot.
Folded pretty nice in the rear there.
Yeah.
Oh!
They got a red flag here. What are they stopping for this time?
The number 17 is struggling over here, but he's giving it his all. That car is about 4 foot shorter than it was when it started.
I like it that he lost his front bumper, and he's like, I don't care. I'm still hitting with the front.
He's here to play.
Oh, looks like the number 7 may have got back on a tire. Got him off here, ready to go.
The 73 and 27, they were getting ready to start dancing with one another.
Looks like Orth may have pushed the 17. I don't know if he can get in. Yeah, he's got reverse. Okay. Thought he was between those tires, but not quite.
Oh, Jace Light pushed his car back pretty far with that one, and he rear-ended that white shocker.
Number 7 staying in, making contact there. He has fought to keep it alive. Looks like the 17 may have ran out of steering.
Like he's running out of power too.
Yeah. He's warm. Uh-oh. Great shot there from the 73. They didn't lay it over too bad.
Boy, that number 7 with the one-wheel wonder is still doing pretty good out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Seems like the longer he goes, the better it's getting.
That might have been the other wheel.
That may have
he got it.
Yep, I think he got it.
Derek Orth in the 7-3 pinpointed that last wheel on the number 7. Unfortunately, number 7, Rocky Curtis, is going out with no axles. Nice veteran driving there by Derek Orth. Now you got the 27 of Jace Light and the 73 of Derek Orth. These guys are teammates. These guys are buddies. Let's see what they do. The old pulley pounder is looking a little rough up front. That 74 Imperial is looking awfully nice still.
Playing a little bit of game of cat and mouse here. Orth just giving him a little bit to hit. Coming around.
Wow, the back of that two-door Chrysler is pounding in tight in the corners there.
It absolutely is. Folded up great from the beginning. Uh-oh. Oh, there he comes. 27 back in it. And he is going after. Oh, he let off. Orth told him to come on. He was flagging him in.
Yeah, that was a dirty 45. I think that would have done more damage to Jace than anything.
Those two are having fun.
Wow. Great shot there from the 27. Got to make some junk, that's for sure.
That shocker's high springing in the back there a little bit.
What was that, spray foam? Did you see that erupt out of there?
Yeah, I think it's a shroud.
Looks like a white color.
I'll tell you what a great couple of performers right there. Good buddies putting on a hometown show crowd.
The 27 really hanging in there.
Orth has got that right front wheel laid back and in. He's locked in on that side.
27 with last contact.
Those two are going home with junk.
Yes, they are, and they're going to be proud of it. The old pulley pounder cleared the bumper and got into that left front hard.
Oh, he's giving it to him.
Neither one of them care. They're just laying it down for the hometown crowd. Uh-oh. Oh, Derek Worth coming back in. Here we go. Head on.
Wow.
What a show.
No doubt about that. I love it.
Yeah, the 27's not got much more. Dropping in the front big time. Starting to belly. Derek Orth lining up, looking for a kill shot. Put this thing out of its misery. Wow. You know, that right there shows how he had the shot, but he took a door shot just to prolong the show. That's experience right there. He took that door shot just for that.
Well, you know, I think it was a courtesy to a friend also. You got a lot of motor hanging out of the front
Absolutely.
of Jace's car.
Right.
You can do some hard damage on the front of that thing.
Can make it expensive in a hurry.
He's going to need a new set of headers for sure.
Oh, God, he buried deep into that corner.
Oh, he's hitting the motor now.
Oh. You guys, the pulley is just hanging out there on Jace's car.
That Jace, that kid just don't quit.
Oh, it looks like a 27. Oh, he's just maybe clearing the smoke from around him. Firing her back up.
That's a lot of black smoke.
Yeah.
I don't think he has power steering anymore.
He still does have steering, though.
What a show these guys have put on.
You folks have to be loving this at home because I'm loving it standing right here with Cal and Anthony. This is a great show.
Here we go. 27's coming back in. He can't see anything. Oh, taking a door shot there, but that wasn't his fault.
Oh, fist bump.
There it was. There it was, folks.
The only thing they're upset about is they don't have enough car to do what they want to do still.
Right.
You guys, I got goosebumps. I'm getting excited over this. This is unbelievable. Jace is dead right now. He's giving it a second.
Got him on the clock. Derek backing
It
up.
might go.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of smoke. Crowd liking it. That's it. Oh, he's coming in for the. Oh, nope, he broke out. That's it.
Yep.
Unofficially, the 73, Derek Orth's winner.
All right, you guys. Now we got to pick a mad dog here.
This
All
is
right.
tough.
This
I'm
is very
gonna
tough.
make the call. I'm gonna tell you what I'm making the call as. Derek had it in the second half, but Jace definitely had it in the first half.
For sure.
But Derek at the end went way longer mad dogging than Jace. But, I mean, Jace was not giving up at all. I think them two boys got to split it in my eyes. I couldn't make a call.
No, I would agree with that.
Definitely tie.
I mean, Jace went right out there right after the bat, and he was going at it. And but Derek, he was making fun drive-through shots. He was being very courteous to the number 7 and 17. So as a driver, as a veteran driver, you got to give him some credit for that.
Yes.
And then Jace, he was out there doing what they always do. Yeah, that was
a great show.
Yeah. There it is. Look at that, you guys. Bill's got those awesome instant replays right there.
Yeah, you're right about that. The 27 was off the hilt. He's been he took it out in the front. That's that age-old who do you go with, front and the rear. With these drivers, a lot of guys save their cars and then wait till it thins out to be fresh on the memory, catch in at the rear of a heat.
See, I'm a firm believer. If you bag at all, you don't get a chance at the Mad Dog.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the way that I look at it, because there were some cars in different places, that really turned it on at the end, but they bagged in the beginning. It's like, no, you don't get a chance at that.
No.
That's just cut and dry right there. I don't know, folks. We're going with the tie. We're agreeing on that. All three of us agree on it. We're going to go with the tie on that thing. The number 73, Derek Orth, the number 27 to Jace Lipe. Congratulations on the first and second place. Congratulations on the tie of the Mad Dog. You guys can leg wrestle for that big check. We'll put both your names on it. We'll leg wrestle for it, and we'll see who truly is the one that gets to brag the most about it.
And they may do that tonight at Orr's shop.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'm sitting here trying to decide. It's like, do I start making my truck back home, or do I go party with those guys? Yeah, I'm sitting there. It's like we have so much stuff going on, and it's just trying to make that decision as to what's going to be the best bet for me. But I'll tell you what, Cal, sky high steering and everything like that. Thanks for coming up. We asked you just kind of come up, and sure as the heck didn't mean to keep you the whole time, but it was a blast to have you here, buddy.
I didn't plan on it, but thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
A tie, 73 and 27. Put both their names on it. That's how it works right there, Cal. You just tell her how it's got to be, and it's a tie. All right, we're going to sit back down. Come on, Cal, let's shut this thing down. Let's do it the professional way. Anthony took off and ran and everything like that. You guys are looking at that, watching those great instant replays. Bill's doing his job better than ever. Like always, we can't thank Uncle Bill enough for what he does. Look at that shot right there.
Nice.
God. Those guys definitely put on a heck of a great show for the entire crowd. Like you say, we didn't need 15 or 20 cars out there. They brought the best entertainment level that they possibly could with 4 cars, and they've done it.
They've done quality here.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the community for coming out and supporting it as they did. There were plenty of people in the stands. There's plenty of people at the beer gardens and the concessions, just spending their hard-earned money. And today is hard to come past money, extra money and do that. So thank you so much to all the spectators that came out and supported Mobridge 2024, because it was a great show. Low car count, but the community came back, backed it up, and super, super proud to say that we were a huge part of it.
They'll be back next year bigger, I would assume.
Oh, most definitely. They got some reorganization they got to do. They got a couple things they got to figure out, and it's like it's not a problem. I mean, that just happens to – it doesn't matter what show it is. You go through growing pains sometimes. Yep. And, they changed some things up, did things a little bit differently, and – nothing wrong with this entertainment level.
No, sometimes when you have a down year, it makes for a better year next time.
Right.
Yeah, and you can't complain about that show. That was plenty of show for the time. You get to go home early, go to dinner, do your thing. I mean, nothing to be sad about here.
Right.
Great quality of cars. Great quality of cars that was here to put on a show like that.
We were talking about the speaker system and everything at Greeley at Utah, about how crystal clear it was and everything like that. These new speakers they got here in the new Crow's Nest and everything like that, boy, that's top notch.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds great. They got great entertainment, great sound all the way around. The announcers are always good. They do their thing here. They've been here for a long time, doing the same thing year and year, and just good entertainment all the way around. But I don't know, Anthony, what do you got to say about 2024 Mobridge?
Oh, it was a great time. You guys thoroughly enjoyed you having Track Shot Live here
Next Thursday, Friday, right, Tix? It's Linden, Washington.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday show this week. So we're going to have a little of that work week entertainment from the Whatcom Demo Derby Club. Jason Sauer, Robbie Crittenden, Alex Vasco, myself, Uncle Bill will all be there. I would call Mobridge a success.
Yes. So what's the start times for your shows in next week?
I don't know that yet. Honestly, I would be lying if I told you.
Yeah, they're earlier if I remember right.
Yeah, they start earlier, and it's also on Pacific time, which is 2 zones over for me, so it really gets tricky.
Or just cross the bridge here, and it changes an hour, and it's only a quarter mile away.
Away, and you're in another time zone.
Yep. Don't forget, jump on TSL and take a look at all the schedule and everything out there, because we got some awesome shows that are jumping on last minute here that are coming up. So you guys, there's some fun things that are kind of changing around. So jump on there, take a look at it. Cal Hansen from Sky High Steering, Cal, Jake, the Hansen family. You guys, thank you so much for jumping on. It was a ton of fun to have you up here the entire time. The view is great up here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. Jake don't know what he's missing.
Yeah, well, we're going to go down and beat him like a redheaded
We get him with a cell
so,
phone. That's how I always get Jake. If you put a cell phone on and put him on the spot, he'll do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a trooper. But if he has to physically go up there, not so much.
If he gets a chance to run, he will run. If he sees you walking with the phone, he will run.
Yeah, I figured that out, too, at Blizzard Bash. I put it in my pocket and hide.
Yeah, you got to sneak up on them, kind of Rambo style.
Absolutely.
But Sky High Steering, thank you guys for being such a great sponsor year and year and year after year. It's just we have so much fun with you guys, and it's just family orientated. So I was just gonna say from Greeley, my God, now I'm sounding like Alex Vasco. From Mobridge 2024, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the community activities here. We cannot thank you enough for inviting TSL and being another part of a great show right here in Mobridge. We cannot wait to be back, and you guys please jump on and take a like and share to everything that you see here, because it's your numbers that make us just keep them getting bigger and bigger.
Yep. Absolutely. Make sure you're following all the social media and all that too. And Sky High Steering, look those guys up. If you're not following them, Facebook.
Yep.
Get on there.
Safe travels to everybody heading home.
There it is. You guys take care, be good, and we'll see you guys next weekend. Peace.
Peace.
Put you on the down there.
restrictions as far as time.
Oh! What, Broadway? You gave up me! I just videoed it. I'm gonna send it.
Everyone had to be mature, be butts and nuts, and then there's Bobby. Fucking Bobby. Bobby didn't like us.